Hello everyone, it's Theresa Santa from iBrand Your Business. So glad to be bringing you this tutorial. The date is February 6, 2017. This tutorial will be broken into several videos because I will be showing you a lot more than just creating a Facebook page. I'll actually be quite detailed for those of you who are new to Facebook. These videos are designed to also get you started on managing your page and growing your audience so you feel more comfortable in what you are doing with your page once it's created. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put the videos in the description with the titles, and I'll add part 1, part 2, part 3, etc. If you're new to Facebook, you'll learn that Facebook changes their user interface quite frequently. Fortunately, it's a good thing because they continue to test and add improvements. Even though some things might be placed in a different location on your screen if you're watching this video sometime in the future, the functionalities are most likely still the same. If you ever get stuck, I'll show you where to get help when we're in Facebook. First, let's look at the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook personal profile, as well as how the Facebook page is managed. Facebook pages are geared toward raising brand awareness or promoting a business or cause. They are meant to be public. Anyone can access and view your page and its content, unless you're required to put an age restriction. With the page, you can also run advertisements, create special offers, analyze reports, gain more likes or followers from the people who really want to learn more about your business or cause. There's no limit to how many likes or followers you accumulate on your page. It's a social avenue for your organization to build relationships with your clients. It's a way to strategize your brand or your organization's reputation with people who are interested in what you're sharing and promoting. Because Facebook is today's most popular social media platform, they rank pretty high on search engines, and that's a very powerful thing for your business or cause. If privacy is a concern to you, know that a Facebook page and your personal profile are completely independent from each other to the public eye. The content you post on your Facebook page will not show on your personal page and vice versa. Now, your personal profile, it's just what it sounds like. It's for connecting with friends and family and has quite a bit of privacy settings that you can control. So not just anyone can see your personal content and posts. Personal content that you may not want the world to know, like your birthday, your relationship status, where you went to school, your personal interests, etc. It's simply not meant for business. You cannot accomplish the same benefits with the personal profile for a business as what you can do with the Facebook page. And if you do use your personal profile for a business, Facebook will eventually catch up with you. It is against their policies, and you'd run the risk of them possibly shutting you down. However, every Facebook page must have an owner or administrator, which is why when we create a page, we must be logged in to our personal profile. Facebook will automatically make you an administrator of that page. Then you can control who else can manage or administrate the page. As of this video, Facebook does not disclose the page administrator by default. Although, if you want to make public who is administrating or managing the page, there is a setting you can change, which I'll show you once we're in Facebook. Look at your Facebook page, if you will, as your storefront. Every store needs a person to manage it and maybe have a few employees to run it, right? Same goes with Facebook pages. You can have multiple people running it and even give them a certain level of responsibilities. Hopefully that makes sense, and it helps you distinguish the difference between a page and your personal profile. So let's go ahead and get started in creating a page. A few disclaimers. I highly recommend you use a desktop or laptop, whether it's a PC or Mac, because you won't find the same functions on mobile devices since they use an app to log in and the user interface is quite different. If this is not an option for you, it will be a bit difficult but not impossible. So if you don't happen to have a PC or Mac, you can accomplish this by opening your browser with your mobile device like Chrome or Safari and visit facebook.com. For Androids, you can request a desktop site by using the vertical ... icon and selecting it from the drop-down menu. For iPhones and iPads, you should use the refresh button and a pop-up will appear. You'd press the Request Desktop Site button. This will switch your view as if you were on a computer. The first step in having a Facebook business page is to have a Facebook personal profile login for yourself. If you already have a personal page, log into Facebook and hang on tight. If you don't have a login, you can create one for free by going to facebook.com and sign up. This tutorial is geared only for Facebook pages, not a personal page. So if you're completely lost on how to use your personal profile, there is plenty of help with Facebook's wizard guides and help center you can use to guide you. My only advice I will give you for your personal profile is that you change your privacy settings to what you desire. Here's a helpful guide for you. I'll put the link here and also in the description. Okay, at this point, everyone should be logged into Facebook. There is a dark blue down arrow icon at the corner of the blue bar. Click on the arrow and select Create Page. If Facebook ever decides to move this anywhere, you can also type it on your URL bar by visiting facebook.com/pages/create. Here we are on the Create Page wizard. Here you can see the various different types of pages you can create. You can choose from local business, public figure, entertainment, or community. When you click on one of these boxes, it will open a drop-down list with different categories. Take some time and check them out and select the one that best fits your page's objective. Here's a big tip for you. You don't have to stress about selecting the absolute almighty category. It's not set in stone. You can always change it later, and I'll show you how and where. For this tutorial, I'll be creating a real page. It's an e-commerce shop I created called inkpillows.com. This is only an online shopping website and I don't have a storefront, so no physical address exists. For those who do have a storefront, make sure you select a local business so Facebook will show an address with a map for your clients. But for my page, I'm going to choose brand or product type of page. For my category, I'll choose website from the drop-down list. It might make more sense to go product or service, but I'm not going to stress over that right now because if I feel later that I chose the wrong one, I can simply change it once my page is created. For the second field, you would type in the name of your page, which should be either your business name or your product's name. Mine will contain the name of my website, which is inkpillows.com. I'll click on the Get Started button. Aha, we have a page. Facebook welcomes you to your new page. It's a little bare right now, but we are going to change that soon. Facebook has done a great job at making the process much easier than in the past. Actually, if you already have a Facebook personal profile with friends, you can start inviting your friends to like your page already if you choose to. This is a personal preference of mine, but I like to fill out as much information about my page so when I decide to invite friends, they know what the page is about. So what I do when I create a page is I go to my settings and I look for the page visibility option, click on edit and check unpublished page. That way my page isn't visible to the world yet. I can focus on making my page look the way I want it before republishing it for the world to see. Okay, so now we have our page. Let's start giving it life. The first thing I like to do is write a short description that tells visitors exactly what your page is about. I make sure I have my focus keywords in it. This is important for search engine optimization. It's important to have your keyword or keyword phrase in your short description. After all, that's what your page is about. Facebook only allows 155 characters, which is only about 2 sentences, so you have to be creative. For example, my business inkpillows.com is personalized pillows or custom pillows with an option to print a greeting on the back of a stylish design. A unique all-in-one gift and greeting card. That's my short description. It tells people what the site offers, what you can do with it, and my focus keywords are personalized pillows and custom pillows. These are 2 keyword phrases which I did my homework on by using tools like google.com/trends and also the Google's Keyword Planner tool. I'm not going to get into SEO in this video, but wanted to give you those 2 tips because keywords are important in your Facebook page. Keywords serve as a word or phrase which should identify your page without getting complicated. In other words, Your short description should not be anything fancy where no one will understand what your business or cause is really about. Click on Save. Notice that Facebook gives you a green check mark after you've done one of the tasks. The second thing I like to do is make sure that my Facebook URL is shortened. It makes it easier to put it on promotional items like advertisements, business cards, etc., instead of a long URL with lots of numbers and nonsense. Plus, it's easier to remember when you are networking out in the real world. Facebook calls these usernames for page. For example, iBrand Your Business URL for Facebook has been conveniently shortened to facebook.com/iBrandYourBusiness, where iBrand Your Business is the username. If you aren't sure what your username URL should be, you can skip this for now. But if you're ready, let's see if the username you desire is available. Click on the box here, create a username for your page. I know I want my URL to be facebook.com/inkpillows. So I will type in inkpillows in this box. If the username is available, I'll get a green check mark here and you can proceed to accept it by clicking Create Username box. If it's not available, for example, I know iBrand Your Business is taken, you'll get a message that the username is not available and a red X. Okay, I'll change this back. Make sure you type your username after the @ sign. Click the button. Now your URL is shortened. They can visit my page at facebook.com/inkpillows or even shorter, fb.me/inkpillows. And if someone wants to send my page a private message, they can do so by visiting m.me/inkpillows. I'll talk about the private messages in part 2 of this video series. I'll click OK. Next, I want to add the website to my page. The website link here is actually the category I had selected when I first created the page, but I may want to edit this later. I'll come back to this in part 2 of the video series. So what I want to do is click Add a Website. I'll enter my website here. I'll click Save. The next thing that I do, which I consider to be important, is add another admin to my page. Even if you are the sole owner of your business, you still should do this. The reason why is because if your personal profile ever got hacked or you simply could not log back into your personal profile, at least you have someone else that can access the page. Admins of a Facebook page are like owners, so choose someone you trust. And obviously that person should have a Facebook personal profile created. So I'm going to do that now. I'll use our Facebook handy tool tips to do this by clicking See All Page Tips, and you'll see a lot of stuff here we'll be doing, but right now we are going to concentrate on Add Page Roles. This is going to take me to the back end of my page where only admins can see. This area is the same place as if you would have chosen settings from the top of my page. Okay, so here we are, and I'm going to add my brother Sergio. I'll type in his name and he should come up since we are already friends on Facebook. If for whatever reason you don't see the person, you can use their email address associated with their Facebook account and try to find them that way. Notice there are several roles he could have, but for this exercise, I want him to be an admin. You can read what each page role means by selecting it and reading the description at the bottom. Okay, so I'm giving him the most powerful role. I'm actually giving him ownership of the page. He can do everything I can do with the page since we are both admins. Facebook will ask me for my Facebook password before I add him, and I'll click Submit. Well, I sure hope I never make him mad because this is scary stuff. I'm giving him full control. Just kidding, Sergio. That's why the admin role should only be given to the people you really trust. Also, if you ever decide to sell your business and your Facebook page is a part of the sell, or if you quit and you want to give someone else the page, you can also transfer the business page here by deleting yourself after you've added the new owner as the admin of the page. Just FYI. Okay, again, if you ever need to get back to this area, you just click Settings. There's a lot back here where we will go over in depth in part 2 of this video series. But let's do a couple of last things. Let's go back to the front of our page by clicking the page link. We should probably like our own page by simply clicking the like button. I'll go ahead and do that now. This means I'm now following my own page. I'm also going to change my following settings by hovering over the following button and selecting See First. This means that I want to give this page priority in my personal newsfeed whenever there's a new post. And I want to make sure that all my notifications for this page are all turned on. So I'll make sure I have selected on as well. We'll go more in depth with these settings in part 2, but please feel free to take a look at your settings. They are self-explanatory for the most part and should be filled out according to what makes sense for your business or cause. Facebook has a little question mark icon for each setting, which you can hover over for an explanation. But make sure you tune into part 2. There's a lot more to do to complete our page. Let's do a little bit of fun stuff. We haven't uploaded a profile picture and cover photo. This is important for branding your page. Before we publish our page to go live, there's a lot more to cover. So I'll be showing you online tools you can use for your profile picture and cover photo before we end this video. And we'll get into more completing your settings in part 2 of this video series. If you already have a profile picture and cover photo ready, go ahead and upload it by clicking Add Cover, then Upload Photo, and choose the photo. For your profile picture, click on the box and either click on Take a Photo or Upload a photo from your computer or device. You'll notice that when you refresh your page, you'll see that the cover photo and the profile picture automatically gets posted on your page. This is a perfect example why I don't like to publish my page immediately and start inviting people to like the page. 9 times out of 10, I change the photo quite a few times until I'm happy, and it would be very irritating to the people who have liked the page to see a bunch of mistaken photos going through their personal newsfeed. All right, if you are comfortable in graphic design and have uploaded your cover photo and profile photo, feel free to skip the rest of this video and go to part 2. However, I encourage you to stick around. You may learn a few tips that will help you with future graphics for your postings on your page. There is a very impressive tool called Canva.com. I highly recommend it because you are able to save your design to further edit them in the future. It's free to sign up and to save your work. There is a small fee for using some of their premium graphics and photos if you ever needed them. I have a video that shows you the possibilities of what you can do with Canva. The settings may look a bit different since the video is older, but pretty much has the same capabilities. I'll put the link here and in the description. Most importantly, you don't have to know sizes. Their templates are already sized for the purpose you are designing. Let me give you a quick tour. Here I am on Canva.com, and I've already created my free account. You can see some of their templates here on top, but if you click on the More button, you get a whole bunch more templates. If you scroll down to social media headers, you see the Facebook cover template. For your profile picture, which is a perfect square in size, you can make it simply by selecting the social media post square shown here as your template. By the way, they have excellent tutorials using their help center if you get stuck. You'll notice a green button at the bottom. It's on the bottom right-hand side if you are on a desktop. In case you're wondering the size of your cover photo, it should be a minimum of 828 pixels by 315 pixels. And the profile picture, which is the little square, I recommend you make it a perfect square size at no less than 800 by 800 pixels, although the minimum would be 180 by 180 pixels. It will show a lot smaller on your page, but I make it larger at 800 by 800 pixels. So when you go live and people see it posted on your page, it doesn't look blurry and distorted as it goes through their newsfeed. The other tool that I recommend is befunky.com for editing skin blemishes and wrinkles from pictures for free. Let me show you a little bit of their photo editing tool. I'm here on their homepage at befunky.com. I'll choose one of their pictures to show you quickly how easy it is to use. If you see the plus on any of their tools, those are only available for people who pay. Okay, so you can see how easy it is to edit this photo, and when I'm done, I can simply download it. You can then use canva.com for more customization or compilation of graphics. There are some things you simply can't do well with online free tools. I personally use Adobe Photoshop. It is a very powerful tool for graphic design work, but it is pricey and there is quite a learning curve, especially when you need to remove backgrounds or do some serious editing work. If you ever need help with any of this, please keep me in mind and shoot me an email. After all, my work is mainly in graphic design. All right, so you have an option to take the canva.com tutorial, or you can move on to part 2 of this video series to complete our Facebook page and go live. Before I go, let me show you how you get back to your page if you need to log out and come back. Once you're logged into Facebook on a desktop or laptop, you'll be in your personal newsfeed. On the sidebar, you should have a shortcut or page section. You can click on your page link here to get back to it. If you created a shortened URL, you can just type it in your address bar. Please note that if you're looking to manage your page from your mobile phone or device, you have to download Facebook's Page Manager from Google Play or Apple Store. Remember that mobile uses apps, and they don't have the same functionalities as the full version you see on your desktop or laptop. Okay, that will do it for this video. See you in part 2. See link or date when part 2 will be launched in the description. Thanks for watching.